It's KFI AM 640, and you're listening to The Conway Show on demand on the iHeartRadio app. You know, I just looked at our show rundown, and I guess we could have had a celebration over this. Maybe not. Maybe, in another 250 shows. But Bellio always puts the number of the show down. And since I've started working here at KFI, this is our 750th program. 750th show.
Congratulations.
Yeah, kind of a cool deal. Yeah, kind of a wild deal. All right, no cake, no balloons, just 750. Happy anniversary. All right, let's talk to Alex Stone from ABC
750.
News.
Congratulations.
750.
Yeah, if it's like Peloton, everybody would be high-fiving you electronically right
That's
now.
right. Yeah, right. Now it's nothing. Yeah, nobody cares. Hey, so this story has to do with Ding Dong, but a very sad
Different
Ding Dong.
Ding Dong, yeah.
Oh, it's horrible. You know, Ding Dong Ditch was something that we did as kids. You know, you knock on a door, you run away, and nobody ever killed anybody over it.
Right. And nobody should be killing anybody. Over
Right,
it.
until now.
Yeah, in today's day and age. But, I mean, you have the right, typically, unless there's a gate or a sign, to knock on somebody's door. Now, granted, shouldn't be in a prank form, but you can't shoot anybody who walks up to your front door and hasn't broken in. And when they're running away, to chase them down the street, allegedly,
Right.
and shoot the child in the back. But, yeah, this is a really sad story. So it was Saturday night, an 11-year-old boy in Houston, Julian Guzman is his name, and we found out today from court documents that he was at a birthday party with family. It was late. It was just before 11 o'clock on Saturday night, and the court documents are saying that Guzman and his cousins at this birthday party, they got bored at the party, thought, let's go do something fun, and doorbell ditch. And they hit a few houses. They would ring some doorbells, knock on others. And at the final one, knocked a couple of times and ran away. And out came a 42-year-old guy, Gonzalo Leon, allegedly, according to prosecutors, with a pistol. And he chased them off his property and down the street, fired at them, hit the 11-year-old Julian Guzman in the back,
Wow.
and killed him right there. And police saying that night that this all went down for about a block as they were trying to run away.
I think they were able to run for about a block before he lost consciousness and dropped in the street. I believe he lives a block away.
Guzman's cousin says in these court documents that Julian fell in the street. And he thought he was unable to walk in that moment, that he was paralyzed.
Mm-hmm.
And so the cousin army dragged him out of the street because Leon was still there with the gun. And Leon, in the end, ended up allegedly firing about 3 shots at them, wearing all black, then calmly put his hand down from a shooter stance and walked back into the house, did not offer any aid,
Wow.
closed the door, and it was over at that point until somebody else called 911. But today, Leon was in court. He was in front of the judge.
Are you Gonzalo Leon Jr.?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Standing in front of the judge, was given $1 million bail today, and prosecutors, they wanted a high bail, and they got it. And they say that high bail is warranted based on what they claim he did.
The allegations involve someone intentionally killing an 11-year-old for knocking on their door.
But Leon's defense attorney is saying, well, the DA is playing up the victim's age here, the age being 11, that they're making it worse against their client.
Loss of life is unfortunate. But considering every other factor leaned in the defendant's favor, we would have hoped for a lower bond.
And Tim, other neighbors are saying they'd seen these boys doing this. It was kind of what the kids did in the neighborhood.
Right.
They thought it was funny, and they would go around and do it. And police are saying that they think this was a traditional doorbell ditch or ding dong ditch where they would go up, knock, and then run, or ring the doorbell and run. Not what police, especially in Arizona, have been warning about. There's a new social media thing going around where I guess it's been big over the summer, where kids and teenagers, they do door kicking, where they go up and kick at a door or body slam a door and film it for social media. There was one.
Then you could get shot.
Yeah, well, that's the warning. Where then a family believes it's a home invasion robbery,
Sure.
and they open up the door, and
That's when the
especially
castle
when
doctrine kicks in.
Yeah, when the kid is 17 or 18 and looks like that they're breaking in, and they've been dealing with it in Arizona, and police are saying don't do that. That you're gonna get shot. But this one,
Right.
Yeah, it's gonna scare you at 11 o'clock at night when you get a knock on the door, and maybe you're gonna be holding a gun in case you need it, but you can't use it on that 11-year-old who's running away.
Right, and they're going to try to argue the Texas is they got a pretty sort of conservative
standard
castle
ground law,
doctrine, yeah. But it's a self-defense law that allows the homeowners or the individual to use deadly force when somebody forcibly enters their occupied home, vehicle, or place of business, not knocks on a door and runs.
Yeah, and very quickly, Houston police, they were saying this was not self-defense. They knew that the murder charges were going to be filed. And look, you have a right anywhere, unless there is a gate or a sign telling you not to enter the property, to walk up to somebody's front door and knock on their door. That's how anybody trying to sell you something or deliver a package or your neighbor, they've got to let you know they're there and that you have the right to go up and do that. Now, being 11 o'clock at night, it's going to scare you, but they have the right, and you could argue not in a prank situation, but they have a right to walk up on your property in a limited way until you tell them to leave to knock on your door.
There was a company that knocked on my door. It was kind of late. It was like 8:45
That's always
night.
weird.
Yeah. And I opened it up, and it was a guy selling internet. He wanted us to use his company's internet service. And I said, what company? And he told me. And I said, I've had that company before. I'd rather cut my left arm off than go with your company. And you know what he said after that? He goes, well, let me tell you what we're offering.
He said, let me go get the knife. Hang on 1 second so I can cut off my arm.
Yeah, that's got a good salesman. Good salesman.
Like 2 weeks ago, we had the guys that'll drop off the little flyers for like landscapers and that sort of thing and put in your door. And I was working. It was early in the morning. I was on a story. It was probably 5:15 or so, and our ring alarm goes off. And I'm thinking, is my wife going outside already? I look, and it's one of these guys with the little, vest bag thing on full of the flyers, putting it in the door. And I thought that is a way that you're going to get hurt or something's going to go on where neighbors' rings are going to go off at 5:15 in the morning.
Right.
You don't want to be walking up to front doors at that time and putting something in people's doors
and
before
also,
the sun comes up.
I know that you know this because you're with ABC News, but a lot of ways that's also the way they put a flag on your house, and if nobody takes that flyer down for 3 days, they know that nobody's home.
That's a good point. The surveillance, the tour, so-called tourist burglaries, the Chilean burglars have done by doing different types of surveillance, putting cameras in front lawns, putting things out there to know if you don't grab it. Sure.
It's crazy. Buddy, I appreciate you coming on, and happy late Labor Day.
Happy 750th.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
All right, later.
All right, there he goes. Alex Stone with ABC News. Happy 750th. Crozier and Angel and Bellio and Tony and Stefouche. And I guess we can go way back to Jason Sulaco and Aaron and Gina Grad and who else? Misty.
Mondo.
Mark Thompson.
Yeah, Mark Thompson, of course. Jay Leno, who's a big part of the show. Adam Carolla comes on. What's his name? Randy Wang, also a big part of the show.
Well, guess who the two people who have been here through the entirety are?
You. Is that right? Okay.
Yes.
You on the weekends with you?
And
And Conway.
I was just going to say, Conway, you're the only one that's been here for the duration.
Yeah. Who else was it, Angel?
No, it was me and you and me.
Oh, okay. All right. I didn't know that.
Are we including the weekends?
No, that was before his weekday show.
No, for the weekday show, it was. Well, Crozier was there the first day. Remember the first day that I started?
That was the weekend.
You were right there.
Yeah, he didn't know who you were. I had to tell him.
First time I threw the news for Crozier. I said, "Hey, there's more news here with Mike Crozier," and he comes in and he goes, "That's not going to happen anymore."
Look, let's get off on the right foot.
When my mic's on, it's my station. I'm like, oh, this guy runs hot. This guy runs hot. All right, happy 750th, everybody. 750 programs. That's
Congrats,
kind of a milestone.
You're listening to Tim Conway Jr. on demand from KFI AM 640.
I got to clear something up. I misread our show numbers here. We have been doing 750 weeks worth of shows.
I thought 750 was low for shows.
It is low, yeah. I thought that was low too, but I screwed up. So it's 750 weeks. But sometimes we do, like this week, we're only doing 3 shows. Next week, 5. Week after that, 5. Week after that, 4. And so we keep track by weeks.
It's still your show when you play best of.
Well, yeah, but it's not something that we
not original shows?
Originally am. But
all right, I'm just trying to give you a little bump.
Yeah, we're week 750 here on KFI. So congratulations, everybody. Michael Monks is with us. How you, bub?
You know, back in the day, how they used to do those clip shows.
Right.
You should do that.
A clip show? Yeah. Yeah,
You could introduce it. You could wear a tie.
That's right. For people watching.
Or Crozier could host it.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, I know that this is Wednesday. This is your Panda Express night.
It is.
And is that going to happen tonight?
You know, I was trying to keep this under wraps, but I'm doing that great lock-in.
Oh,
Are you familiar with the great lock-in?
Working out, eating
Starting
right.
September 1st through the end of the year, you treat it like New Year's. And you lock in on all your goals. So I've started a new workout plan this week. And I don't think my orange chicken is going to be part of it yet. Now, like, you can binge a little on the weekends.
Right.
So I might hit up the Panda on the weekend. I might have to move this date. But
yeah.
I'm locked in, brother, for the past 48 hours anyway.
And what is it? Working out, eating right, sleeping well?
Any of your particular goals.
Right.
I've got some creative goals. Little writing. I've done writing both days.
Right.
I've exercised. I exercised this morning. Don't I look great?
You look great. When are you going to fall off that and get back to normal?
The reason I didn't want to put it out there is for this reason, so that you can't mock me when I stumble in here reeking of sesame oil.
Does that mean you quit everything, like all the bad habits too?
No, my favorite bad habit is ongoing. You'll see me in the bushes outside. Still, because I love working here, but sometimes you people get on my nerves.
I get it,
and I need to step outside for a moment and have a little monk's time.
I get it. Now, for people that don't know what he's referring to here, there's a squirrel in our atrium, and he goes out and feeds the squirrel and finds some solace.
I get a lot of my best news tips from that squirrel.
I guess so, yeah. A bag full of walnuts, and Bob's your uncle. What are we working on today?
Well, look, you may recall earlier in the summer, back in June, that the federal government decided it was going to ramp up its enforcement of immigration, illegal immigration. And they came here, the S hit the fan, there were a lot of protests. And then in addition to the protests that were a little hairy, some other folks took advantage of the distraction that local law enforcement was facing, trying to corral the protesters. And they raided, they looted, they vandalized, and created more mayhem all across downtown Los Angeles.
And is the long arm of the law catching up to them?
No. Not at all. But you do recall also that the mayor had to implement a curfew downtown because it got so bad.
In that 1 square mile.
Absolutely. And otherwise in a very peaceful city, right? A clean, beautiful city. But the businesses that are located in downtown Los Angeles were already dealing with the economic disadvantage of post-COVID, the homelessness and all that. And now this violence, their businesses were attacked, and then they were prohibited from operating. So at City Hall today, City Council member Isabel Jurado has pushed forward this idea that maybe the city can give some cash directly to businesses downtown that were affected by the curfews.
How much money are we talking?
It could be up to like $5,000
that's not bad. That's a
business.
nice little taste.
It is not cheap to operate in Los Angeles in general. Real estate is particularly expensive in downtown. Rents are high down there, and it's very difficult to operate given the conditions.
Right. And I also read an article recently that 36% of office space in downtown is vacant.
And that's why downtown is not fully recovered from the COVID pandemic, because it used to be a lot of people would work downtown. You still had to go to your office. You would eat lunch.
Buildings were full.
Exactly. And the buildings are lovely. There's great office space downtown.
Right.
But LA has been slower, I think, even than the rest of the country in getting people back to work in the office. And so it's already lower traffic downtown. You've got that coupled with the uncertainty that people feel about coming downtown anyway.
Right.
And then you shut down downtown during the protests, and you got nothing going on. So Isabel Jurado has suggested that maybe the city can put a fund together. We're talking about possibly millions of dollars that could go towards helping.
And they should.
Give them some money, clean up the graffiti. The graffiti downtown was
still horrible.
Already bad.
Yeah.
But during the protest, it felt like every inch of real estate was covered in spray paint.
Yeah. I was at Walmart last night, and we had a big cart full of stuff. Tuesday's our night where we load up. And a guy behind me had a motorcycle helmet on, a black jacket, and he was buying 6 cans of spray paint And so I said, hey, you want to go ahead of us? He goes, oh, that'd be great. Thank you. And I'm thinking, I wonder where that spray paint's going to go tonight.
It's going to my apartment building.
But it's not a guy that's going home to work on a project. He's got his motorcycle helmet on. He's got his jacket on. His hands are full of paint. He's going to create some mischief somewhere.
Yes, that's exactly right. The 2nd Street Tunnel downtown, the city finally got around to covering up. Every inch of that was covered in graffiti. They covered it up in just some neutral paint, one little section of it, within an hour.
I don't know what but let me ask you something, Monk.
It was back to disgusting.
You come from Kentucky, a fairly conservative part of the country that likes order. And I'm sure you were born and raised that way. Now you've seen downtown LA. Do you have thoughts of moving out?
No. I've said this before.
Or would you take that like as a loss and you don't want to, put your tail between your legs?
I will not allow you to portray me as some country bumpkin. I know when you say Kentucky, people get a certain idea, that you're born with a corncob pipe in your mouth on the back of a thoroughbred.
Okay.
But I'm actually from the city.
Okay. I'm just saying that the South, and it is in the South, it probably had a little influence on you.
The South would disagree. It was a Union state.
Okay. It was a Union state, but it's south of the Mason-Dixon.
Yeah, the South doesn't claim Kentucky. The North doesn't claim Kentucky. The Midwest doesn't claim Kentucky.
Nobody does.
Kentucky's on its own.
Yeah. Okay, but I'm saying you grew up around conservative people who like law and order.
Yeah.
And it's not happening downtown.
No, and I was the son of a cop and a police dispatcher.
I didn't know.
Brother of a jail guard. We're totally law enforcement. I'm the black sheep.
Okay.
No, so a lot of order in our house.
Right. Are you thinking of moving out of downtown?
Occasionally.
Yeah.
But not until I fantasize a little bit about maybe a little cottage in Ventura.
Okay, all right. So retiring and making candy.
Making candy, selling brownies and ice cream, and
there you go.
Hanging out on the beach.
I think you'd be good at that.
I would too. An apron, a little hat.
Right, exactly. And
you can pick up a shift,
and then occasionally a couple of every 3 or 4 days. Where is he? He's out in the bushes.
My squirrel
Talking to squirrels.
Talking to the Marlboro squirrels.
All right. That's not my brand.
American Eagle.
Now we're just arguing brands. All right, Bugs, you're the best. 7 to 9 p.m. on Saturday.
Saturday night, I'll be here live.
All right. Good luck at Panda.
Appreciate it.
All right.
You're listening to Tim Conway Jr. on demand from KFI AM 640.
All right, don't forget tonight, big Powerball drawing. Big ass Powerball. Over right around $1.4 billion tonight.
Everyone is hoping for those 6 matching numbers on the winning ticket, but the chances are actually really slim. Excitement is brewing for the whopping $1.4 billion jackpot.
It's tickets. Here we go. I'm excited about it. Let's win some money.
But are the odds in your favor? The Connecticut Lottery says your actual chance at winning are 1 in 292 million.
What a downer that guy is, huh? Or that woman is. Telling us we're all losers.
So, not really likely. In fact, you're more likely to get struck by lightning.
Oh, my God. Why do they keep using that? That is you're more likely to get, hit by lightning than so-and-so. Why don't they change that up? Like you're more likely to get ground up by a branch disintegrator or what are those things called? They turn the branches into chips.
Chipper.
Yeah, chipper. Right. Yeah, you're more likely to go through a chipper than you are to win the lottery, which is true.
I remember the other one was you have a higher chance of getting on the Tonight Show.
Right. Yeah,
that was another one.
Yeah, 1 point. Yeah. But now we're back to lightning. And I don't think that's true anymore. I think with the weather changes and how many people are living in places where there's a lot of radical weather, there's a place in the middle of this country called Tornado Alley. Tornado Alley. And guess what? It's filled with people because you can buy a cheap home there because every 6 to 7 years, a tornado is going to come down your street and wipe you out.
According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention lightning strike victim data, the odds of being struck by lightning in a given year are less than 1 in a million.
Okay.
So that's a lot less than 292 million.
It's not even close.
Less than 1 in a million.
I mean, it should be like
you could get hit by lightning 292 times and not hit that.
The chance of you winning the lottery or the chance of you getting run over by an aircraft carrier while a shark's eating you.
Thank you.
That's what it's more like.
In space.
Exactly. But this is everyone. I know 3 people have been hit by lightning. I don't know anybody who won the lottery.
So, not really likely. In fact, you're more likely to get struck by lightning.
Oh,
the only way to increase your odds of winning is to buy more tickets. This idea of hot numbers and cold numbers and more showed up in the last 20 digits, that's all just marketing techniques.
If you played the total number of combinations there are, you would need to buy 292 million tickets. At $2 a ticket, it would cost you $584 million. And if it takes 2 seconds for each ticket to print, it would take you nearly 6,764 days.
The way we've set up...
Yeah, but you don't do it with one machine. You know, you get 1,000 machines in a big warehouse.
How long did they say it would take?
It was, let's see what the math is on here. Here we go.
It would take you nearly 6,764 days.
6,000.
How many years is that?
Well, 6,000 days. Is that 20 years?
Like 15 years? 15, 20?
Let's see what 6,000. Wait a minute. What was the exact number?
It would take you nearly 6,700.
Okay, 6,700. 6,700 divided by 365. It's 18 years. All right, 18 years to print out all those tickets. But if you had 200 machines and all the cards filled out and you were rolling, you got moving. As soon as that lottery was over, man, you're buying tickets. You're going, next. I think you could knock out most of the numbers by the next drawing. Yeah. But the problem, it would cost you $540 million to get every ticket. And if you won 1.2 billion, yeah, you'd be in the black. But what if 3 people won it?
Right. That's also why you don't take the cash value.
Yeah.
Because right now it's at 100, like you said, 1.4 billion. It's the cash value for that is 634 million before taxes.
Okay, but I've worked this out, Crozier. In my mind, I've worked out how we could do this. All right, we get 1,000 of those machines. Right. And the lottery will give you those. You put fake addresses up and say, hey, give me one of those machines.
Lottery will be like, yeah, sure.
Yeah, I'm opening up a 7-Eleven way out in the desert in Blythe. And they don't want to go out to look at it.
2,000 machines. 1,000 machines for the 7-Eleven.
Right. So, but no, you get different people from around the state buying machines.
Ah, there you go.
But around the country.
All right.
You can buy, it's a national game. And then you start printing tickets and you're printing. But the lottery doesn't expect you to pay for those tickets, I think, for 30 days.
Really?
When you bring in the money, you don't instantly give it to the lottery. I bet it's 30-day turnaround. Don't you? Like if the money, like let's say you own a 7-Eleven and I bought a ticket from you. When do you have to pay the lottery? I would say probably monthly.
Right. The owners of the store or whatever, they
Maybe monthly.
Yeah.
Okay.
That sounds
You screw them on that. You don't pay them unless you win. You screw them on that. You leave them holding the bag.
It's really easy if you win.
That's right.
Here's your money, by the way.
Right. It's a no-lose situation.
Blink.
You could maybe go to prison. I don't know, but you'd have to.
And if you don't win,
right?
Yeah, but you're guaranteed to win.
No, but if you don't print enough tickets and you don't win, and somebody screws up, you're hiring losers to work for you. It's a scam, and so things could go wrong. So if you don't win,
serious thought into this.
If you don't win, you just don't pay the lottery, and you have them come after you legally. Yeah. And good luck. Trying to find trying to squeeze me for money.
Dump it off on the lackeys.
I got nothing. I think I'm onto something here.
I'm with you.
I'm gonna get a couple rich guys on this thing.
It would take you nearly 6,764 days.
The way we've set up and the way that we manage, and I manage the lottery here in Connecticut, that's almost virtually impossible. I would just say good luck to them. I think it's going to be almost impossible for them.
Did you hear what he said, though? Listen to
this. The way we've set up and the way that we manage, and I manage the lottery here in Connecticut,
okay, then here's what he says right here.
That's almost virtually impossible.
Almost virtually impossible. There's room.
So you're saying there's a chance.
There's wiggle room. Right there.
Almost virtually impossible.
We're doing this. We're getting 2,000 machines. We're printing tickets. And if we don't win, the lottery's holding the bag on that one. It's not us. That's it. Value, you in? Sounds like a plan, huh?
I'm in.
All right. All right, Belly, you're going to be in charge of a lot of this stuff here.
I don't think so. Angel's been with you the longest. Maybe she should do it.
Belly, I need you to get a hold of 2,000 of those machines, those printing machines for the tickets.
Right? Is that right? 2,000 of them.
Yeah.
Not 750?
No, 2,000 of them. 2,000 of them. Wait, what'd they say? 6,700 days to print all of them?
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
Okay, so
Why
it's
can't we
6,700 days. Hold on one second. I'm going to roll here, Bella. All right, divide it by 2,000. And so it would take 3.3 days if you had 2,000 machines.
Come on.
3.3
Give her
days.
a break. Let her just only have to get 1,000.
No, then we don't have a time.
Oh, yeah. Well,
that's because that's 6 days.
That's Crozier can take some. Angel can take some.
No, Belly, you're the best.
No, I don't want to be the
You
best.
found Stefoosh.
You found Stefoosh.
I don't know. I think we both. I think you did. But we got to get these machines. I need 2,000 of these machines. I need them fast. You got to get on this.
Get on this.
You got to fill out the paperwork and have them sent out over here.
I will get on it. But then all that other stuff you asked me to take care of, I won't.
No, you're doing that too.
No,
you're doing that too. You're doing everything. You're doing everything. And by the way, I would not screw around today because the guy who runs his company is in town.
Oh, he is?
That's right.
He's listening?
I was walking to Whole Foods and by myself, some time to kill, and I'm looking at the guy walking towards me, and he's alone. He has no entourage. He has no suitcase. He has no briefcase. He's just walking alone. I'm like, God, that looks like Bob Pittman, the guy who is the CEO of iHeartMedia, of the concerts, the music, the radio stations, the billboards, us podcasting, everything. He's in charge of everything at iHeart. And I said, Bob Pittman? He goes, yeah. I go, hey, I'm Tim Conway, Jr. of the KFI. He goes, I know who you are.
Oh,
I go,
he did.
That's kind
He
of
didn't
cool.
say
Yeah, I know.
Did he mention me?
No. And
said that Belly was the best.
We had a brief, he said we had a brief little conversation. I don't want to keep him, the guy runs the whole company. I don't want to keep him longer. I'd like to, he's got to go back to, running the company and getting that, the investors happy. And so I went to get my sandwich. He walked the other way, and I'm like, oh, that's cool. The guy who runs the place is in town. So behave, all of you. Tony.
Throw him a ding-dong.
Yeah. Crozier, Angel, Richie. Richie, don't go crazy today. Don't scream. Don't get all flamboyant and crazy.
Actually, when you said Pittman, he straightened up and
straighten up.
He did.
Yeah, you straighten up.
I even wore an oversized manly shirt with oversized pants and a snapback.
That's straight.
Okay. Yeah, you straight.
And I didn't shave my beard either.
All right, you guys all straighten up today. He's in town. Don't make me look bad. You heathens.
You're listening to Tim Conway Jr. on demand from KFI AM 640.
There's a very popular show. I don't know if it's still as popular as it used to be. It's called Dancing with the Stars. I call it DWTS, Dancing with the Stars. And Angel's a big fan. Angel's mom is a big fan. Angel, how many episodes or tapings have you gone to with your mom? Like 9. 9. Okay, that seems like a lot. You ever been to a taping of Dancing with the Stars?
Can't say as I have. No, sir.
Would you go?
To my great regret.
Would you go?
I don't know.
No way.
Probably not.
Belly, are you a Dancing with the Stars kind of gal?
Yeah.
Would you go to a taping?
Yeah, I would.
All right. And Richie, I don't know.
No.
Richie wouldn't? Come on.
No.
That surprises me. Why?
Yeah,
I don't like plays.
It's not a
It
play.
looks
it's
boring.
dancing.
I know. No,
It's dancing.
I know what it is. It's
What
like
if the
where
Olsen twins were?
they would never because they're so much worth more than that.
Really?
But I think it's like a show where people that don't have an opportunity anymore go to spark up their career now.
Is that right? Oh, I don't know. I mean, so they're not stars, you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they use that term loosely. Well, like with porn stars. Everybody in porn is a porn star, but I bet there's higher echelons.
Hey, wasn't Ashley Simpson on Dancing with the Stars?
Who?
Ashley Simpson? Your girl?
Who?
Didn't
no,
you go to
I
see
doubt
her?
it. I doubt it.
believe
It's more
so.
like for example, I know one of the Pussycat Dolls has done it.
Nicole Scherzinger.
Yeah, that one. The one that
Yeah. All right.
She
Well,
was great.
Season 6, episode 12.
Ashley
Crow.
Simpson?
Ashley Simpson.
Wow. All right. Here's the whip around. Here's the question. Okay, we got Tony, you got Crozier, you got Richie. Who else is in there, Bella?
Kayla.
Oh, Kayla's with us. All right. Where's Kayla been? On weekends, or what is she doing?
I've been at Dancing with the Stars.
Okay. Oh. All right. And then Angel, I don't know if Angel passed out or whatever. Okay. What does Dancing with the Stars? Let's do a whip around here. The base pay for Dancing with the Stars. What do the stars get? It's 2 weeks of rehearsal and the first 2 weeks of the show. Or no, it says rehearsal period and first 2 weeks of the show. I'm sorry, Tony, can you bring that down just a little bit? Thanks, bye. Okay, so the first, it's rehearsal period and the first 2 weeks of the show. How much do they pay these stars?
Okay, so it doesn't include if they make it further in or win or anything? Okay.
Then they'll win more money if they go further.
All right.
But just the base pay until all the losers get eliminated. Crozier, how much money?
I'll go $100,000.
100,000. Tony?
50,000.
50, 100. All right. Richie?
75K.
75. Kayla?
I'm going to say 20,000.
20 grand. And Bellio?
I'm going to go 15,000.
15. And Angel? Angel, you with us? 2 million. No, it's not 2 million.
Seems excessive.
Yeah, that's a lot. And you've gone to a bunch of those. I'm surprised
you should know better.
That nutty.
Probably.
It's 125,000. Crozier gets it.
Hey.
$125,000. And I think Richie's right. There are probably a lot of broke ass actors who could use that money.
I'm telling you, it just gets their name out there.
It does. And, they can launch their makeup line or their hair blower, hair dryer.
Line.
What is it?
Cereal line.
Yes, cereal. Yes. A lot of people doing
You
cereal.
know who's in the new cast?
Who's in who? Oh, wait, do you have the whole cast?
Yeah.
All right. Who do you got?
I got to pull it up, but I was just going to mention one of the people.
I had it too.
Well,
all I
got
to do is look it up.
Some of them are.
God almighty.
No.
Hey, look, I got a Corvette. Oh, you do? Well, it's at the dealership, but yeah, I just got to go get it.
I just didn't have it in front of me.
God.
Do you want me to tell you who?
Yes, that's the whole idea of us asking. Let's see if I know any of them, okay? And I'll be honest with you if I know them.
Okay.
Dancing with the Stars, season what? 88?
It is, let's see, 34.
34. Well, they go do sometimes 2 a year.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
Because they've not been on for, since the 90s. Or 80s. I mean, 34 years ago is 1980.
91?
91, yes. Yeah,
I have to find a good one here. Okay, you ready?
Give me the who's on it, and I'll tell you if I know who they are.
Hilaria Baldwin.
Oh, I know who that is. Yeah, Alec Baldwin's
Cucumber.
wife. Okay, yeah.
Danielle,
how do you say cucumber? Right.
Danielle Fischel.
No.
Is that how you say it? From Boy Meets World?
Topanga. Still no.
Topanga from Boy Meets World?
Still no. I don't even know Boy Meets World is. All right, so I'm at 1 for 2.
Jordan Childs.
Jordan Childs, I think is a singer?
No.
Designer?
No.
All right, I'm out. Who's that?
Olympic athlete.
Oh, yeah. What does she do?
A gymnast, I believe.
Oh, gymnast. Okay. All right.
Let's see. That's Elaine Hendricks.
Elaine Hendricks. I think is a model.
She's an actress from Parent Trap.
No idea. Okay. Next.
I think you'll know this one. Baron Davis.
Baron Davis?
You know this one.
Baron Davis. Is that Trump's kid?
No. He's an NBA player.
Oh, I had no idea who that is.
Andrew Eccles. Is that Disney star?
How do you spell his last name?
Eccles. Is that Eccles?
Eccles. I have no idea who that is. You don't know who it is.
Robert Irwin.
Robert Irwin is the it's the kid of the animal guy.
Steve
Crocodile.
Irwin.
Yeah, he's a wildlife conservative. Yeah. Yes.
Okay, so Robert Irwin is Steve Irwin's kid.
Yeah.
Crocodile Hunter's kid, yeah.
All right, I know that dude.
Maybe I'll watch.
Okay,
For that?
you will definitely not know this one.
No.
Alex Earl.
Alex Earl. Is he a?
It's a woman.
Is it? Oh, Alex Earl.
A-L-I-S.
Is she a federal judge?
No.
I don't know who that is.
She's a social media influencer.
I definitely don't know who that is.
Jennifer Affleck.
How do you spell Affleck?
Affleck. Jennifer Affleck.
Is that Ben Affleck's kid?
No.
Wife?
No.
Former wife?
No.
Future former wife? Sister?
No. Secret Lives of Mormon Wives.
Oh.
Oh, my God.
You don't know that one?
That's where we are?
Yeah, that's where we're
at. Dancing with the Mormon wives?
And another one, Whitney Levitt. She's also Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. So there's two on there.
More influencers, basically, social media influencers.
Scott Hoying.
Scott? And how do you pronounce the last name?
Hoying, Hoying.
No idea.
Pentatoxic singer. How do you pronounce it?
Pentatonics.
Pentatonics, that's right. Singer.
No. I don't know what Pentatonics is.
That's a cappella group.
Andy Richter.
Oh, I know Andy, the comedian.
The comedian.
Hey. That's it. That's the one.
Yeah, he's funny too.
Dylan Efron.
There's a lot of people.
He became very popular on what's that?
Is he an actor?
Yeah, no, he's the brother of Zac Efron.
Oh, I don't even know who Zac Efron is.
He was on Traders.
I don't know who
became
Zac
very. He won Traders. I know. Corey Feldman.
Yes, I know Corey Feldman. We've had Corey Feldman on the show.
Is that right?
Yeah, well, the show I used to do at
And then I don't know how to pronounce this. Jauregui, Lauren.
No.
Fifth Harmony singer.
No, you gotta be kidding me.
Well, sorry.
Okay,
but that's
all right. So I know Corey Feldman.
We're way over time.
I know Hilaria. Oh, okay. All right, we'll come back. We're live on KFI AM 640.
Conway Show on demand on the iHeartRadio app. Now, you can always hear us live on KFI AM 640, 4 to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday, and anytime on demand on the iHeartRadio app.